General Manager Jack Zarenzik joins us right now. And Jack, this is not what you expected when you woke up today. Walk us through the timeline on what happened.
Well, we had typical day, I guess. What do you say? I mean, you have a typical day, and somewhere around 3 o'clock, Chuck came over and said he was having some conversation with Brian Goldberg, the agent. And, he said, I've got another call into him. He said, I'll be right back over. So 15 minutes later, he came over and he said, Junior has decided to retire, that he felt that this was the time for him to do this, and that, he had a lot of nice things to say about a lot of things going on, but, he made his decision, and, here we are.
And as the general manager, now obviously you have to make another move past this, but where does that put the guys right now that Junior is not going to be part of this club?
Yeah, I think there's some disappointment. I think a lot of players are so close to him. Probably everybody was. We all were. I mean, Junior, what can you say? I mean, the guy is what he is. I mean, the guy was a special player, a special person, great family man. I have great respect for him as a person as well as a player, and I love his family. Melissa's tremendous. The kids are great. But every player gets to a point in their career when they have to make a decision, and he's made his.
Tolbert back up the middle for a base hit. I was at the batting cage talking to a lot of guys, and I saw Milton Bradley. He almost had a blank look on his face. He said, hey, man, I feel empty. And earlier, about second inning, they had a shot here on TV. He looked, after his first at bat, I believe it was, looked like he was crying. He was very emotional about that.
Yeah, and I would suspect, guys are pros. You guys, you've been through this before in your career. When someone leaves, there's a gap.
Yep.
You still have to maintain your professional approach and realize that we've got a game to play because this is what you're getting paid to do. And tonight I think when guys drive home, when they're in the locker room the next few days or so, it'll kind of settle in on exactly what happened.
Here's a question. So you're going to go pitcher, or you're going to go hitter now in terms of filling that 25th spot?
Yeah, we're talking about it right now. I know what I'm going to do, but we want to wait till the game's over. We've had a few discussions today, and we could probably use another arm and a pen. I think we're leaning to go in that direction. Let me put it that way.
Jack, I know when you, as we take a look at the steal, nice throw.
Rob Johnson throws out his fourth would-be stealer. He's 4 out of 16 on the season, 2 outs.
Obviously, everybody that's been around this organization, and for myself, having played here a long time ago, didn't take you very long to figure out what an impact he was here.
I've said it so many different times. I've been around the game a long time, and I've been with several organizations, and Ken Griffey sticks his head out of a dugout and there's a standing ovation. It was like there would be so many times I would say to my wife, we'd be sitting up in the suite there and I'd be saying, can you believe, this is the impact that he had in his community is phenomenal. It's a tribute to him as a player, as a person, and Ken's done an awful lot for a lot of people. People, sometimes, people may get a little perturbed if he doesn't sign an autograph here or there. But I don't think they realize what he does behind the scenes for a lot of charities, for a lot of friends. He was a great teammate. We're going to miss him.
3-1 to Punto, and Nick is aboard.
We don't see that very often, do we?
No, not with Cliff Lee on the mound. Well, I think we all understand that it's probably been a real emotional day for Kenny, but I suspect that you would like to talk to him in the next few days when the time is right.
Right. And I did place a call to him after all of this was, had taken place, and I'm sure he's getting inundated because, it is sad, and, you have such respect for the guy as a human being for what he's meant to the game of baseball. All of us, have been touched by this individual in one way or another, either by his performances on the field, by the funny jokes, and he's in spring training, he got on me a lot of times about my yellow jacket and stuff like that. He had a way with people, and we're going to miss him. We're going to miss him an awful lot.
Any chance he's going to be doing anything with you guys in the front office?
We'll see. I think right now, when a guy has made a decision like this, you kind of let things settle for a while before any kind of decisions are made. That's probably the best for everybody.